Good evening, everybody. How are you? Last week, I promised that today was going to continue talking about English being an international language, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. More precisely, I'm going to talk about two topics on this matter. First, will English always be an international language? And second, if so, what kind of English are we going to use? First, English being global. Well, there's actually no way to answer this question. Take Latin, for example. Nobody would have predicted 1,000 years ago that we wouldn't be using the language today. So we can't predict the future of the language. English will continue to be an international language as long as the nations that are considered powerful continue to use it. And the other way, nations want to sell things for these nations, or be like these nations, or simply interact with these nations. But we could all be using Chinese in the future. This could happen. At the moment, we don't see this happening because China doesn't want to be a model. They are all learning English there. But this could easily happen. We could all be speaking Spanish, the fastest growing language in the world. Or we could speak Arabic, for obvious reasons. We don't know and we can't know. In the short-term future, there is no change. But in the long-term future, it's impossible to predict. But if we continue using English, what kind of English are we going to use? Well, there's actually two ways to answer this question. First, it's more than natural for us to want to learn the version of the language that the most powerful people speak, or the version of the language that we have more contact with. That being, of course, American English. But we could also see it in another way. Why is there an American English? There is an American English because when America conquered their independence, they didn't want to be identified as British. So they decided to start talking in a different way, and with time became these two different versions of the same language. This could happen with international language. It could be further away from American English. Use American English as a base, but everyone using it their own way. This is already happening with Indian English, which has its own grammar. So in the future, we might all be speaking Brazilian English, as I told you on my pronunciation video. But we don't know the future. This is what I have to tell you today. I hope you have enjoyed the video and see you next week. Bye bye.